and also a staple of action movie heroes. Here we go. And you know that's true because you heard it from the hitman. Did I pull that off?
The panel we'll be shooting into is composed of the kinds of things that you would find in a standard wall, from sheetrock to a solid wood stud, sheet metal stud, sections with plumbing fixtures, and lastly, an electrical box. Now, we'll be firing bullets out of this 9mm pistol into those sections. I guess that ought to do it. Of course, for safety, we'll be triggering this from behind the blast shields.
Now, we don't just want to shoot at walls, we also want to witness what happens when the bullet and the wall meet. Thus, we've set our high-speed camera perched carefully above, looking down through the inside of the wall. We've also chosen an extremely high frame rate of 17,000 frames per second. That's one of the highest frame rates we've ever used on the show. All will be known by this rig.
And with a steel backstop,
It makes a cool noise when a bullet hits it.
their 6-in-1 interior wall mock-up is ready to go. Will any of them halt a Hollywood hitman? First up, a blast from the past, lath and plaster.
I actually think that lath and plaster is going to do pretty good in slowing the forward progress of the bullet. Range is high. Whether it stops completely, I can't say. Count it down. But I do think it's going to provide a nice barrier.
Okay, 9mm into lath and plaster in 3, 2, 1.
Well, it did the classic small entry wound, larger exit wound, but it looks like it came out pretty straight.
With the bullet's trajectory unaffected and the velocity hardly hindered, the oldie wall would have provided no protection for our hitman's hidden target. And that sounds good for the myth.
Made a resounding clang when it hit this backstop. I guess that means that you would probably get penetrated by that bullet.
Up next,
All right, let's slide this puppy down.
will this more modern, eco-friendly fortification fare any better?
This test is against 2 layers of drywall. Range is hot, with about 3.5 inches of fiberglass insulation between them. Nice.
Right through the square, heard the ding of the steel. Couldn't have gone better.
More good news for the myth. 2 targets taken down, and no sign the bullet has been significantly slowed or in any way altered.
I love that sound.
A result replicated when the sheet metal and wooden studs are also found to be duds. But now, it gets interesting.
Next up is the first time our bullet's going to encounter an actual object inside the wall, and that is copper plumbing.
We're gonna hit it right there.
And this is the reason for all of our safety shields. The bullet could spatter in a lot of different directions when it hits this. Firing in 3, 2, 1. Oh, that looks like a perfect hit.
A perfect hit through and through. With the bullet's trajectory and speed only marginally affected, the myth that a hitman can hit his hidden target is still looking good. But what about the toughest target yet? A steel junction box.
Oh! Oh, yes. Oh, you're gonna love this. The whole story of the bullet's stoppage is apparent in this one shot, which we will cut to right.
It took a solid piece of steel in exactly the right place to halt the bullet's momentum and disperse its kinetic energy. But clearly, this is the exception and not the rule. The myth is on track.
I have to say I'm pretty surprised at the result.